What's good, peeps? Thanks as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. All right, so the Who Will Fight AJ sweepstakes continues. It was weird because 2 days ago I thought it was going to be either Luis Ortiz or Michael Hunter. And I actually made a video saying that Michael Hunter was a clear favorite to fight AJ just because of the issues that Luis Ortiz has. I think we know now that he said he won't be ready in 6 to 7 weeks. But I think the real reason is that he's probably being blocked by Al Heyman and PBC from fighting on DAZN, if I'm honest with you. So he's out of the reckoning. That fight ain't going to happen. So I thought the clear favorite was Michael Hunter. Michael Hunter has got a fight lined up May 25th. So in terms of preparation, he's ready to go for the June the 1st date. He's kind of known in America because he's an Olympian. He's from a boxing family. He's trained by Hasim Rahman. So he's got a story there. Plus, he's coming off a couple of good wins against heavyweights such as Bakoli and Usmanov. So I thought, you know what? It's not an ideal fight, but I could see how they could try and pitch it to us. Right now, though, we're hearing that Andy Ruiz Jr. is now a favorite. Andy Ruiz Jr. is coming off a win against Dimitrenko. He's been kind of inactive since that loss to Joseph Parker. Remember, that's a loss for the WBO belt, which was back in 2016. It was a majority decision. A lot of people think he won the fight. I actually can't remember the fight vividly, so I have no opinions on it. But he now, I think, is the front runner. He even tweeted that he has signed his portion of the deal, right? So that means he's probably received some sort of contract. He signed his portion of the deal, and now he said he's waiting on AJ to sign his portion of the deal. So it looks like Andy Ruiz and not Michael Hunter is the favorite to fight AJ. I'm just not excited. I can't lie to you, I'm just not excited for it whatsoever. And this is no disrespect to Ruiz. Ruiz is actually a good fighter. I mean, people might look at his body shape and think that all this guy does is eat hamburgers. He's actually a good fighter. He's got the kind of same body shape that Kalnaki's got. He's only lost once, like I said, and that was a majority decision to Joseph Parker. But it just doesn't excite me whatsoever. I mean, AJ versus Andy Ruiz Jr. I wasn't even thinking about Andy Ruiz Jr. as an opponent. I can't lie to you. I had like 4 or 5 fighters in my head, and he wasn't one of them, right? It just doesn't excite me. Michael Hunter excites me more, just because I think Michael Hunter will bring it. Not saying that Ruiz won't, but I think Ruiz's style was perfectly made for AJ, whereas Michael Hunter just looks like he has a scrap, right? He just goes in there and throws hands. And that's kind of what I would prefer AJ to have on his American debut. This is just shit, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's just fucking shit. It's bollocks, right? Really and truly, this should just be Luis Ortiz. There shouldn't even be a discussion. And this is the problem when you have a promoter like Eddie Hearn that openly talks down and has Twitter beef with other promoters and other networks, right? It's just, this is what you get. Because if he didn't have this issue, I think the little block that it seems that Al Heyman and PBC are putting on Luis Ortiz fighting wouldn't be there, right? And Luis Ortiz could fight AJ. That's really the issue. I don't think it's a case of, oh, he won't be ready in 6 to 7 weeks or he's coming off a cycle. I think it's just a simple case of he's been blocked from taking the fight or maybe advised not to take the fight by certain people. And that wouldn't happen, I don't think, if Eddie Hearn, and this is what it seems like from the outside looking in, wasn't as big mouth to certain boxing bigwigs in America. Maybe that's how he has to be, but I don't know. I don't think this block would be on, and I think we'd be having Luis Ortiz versus Joshua, not AJ versus Michael Hunter or Andy Ruiz Jr., fights that we really don't give a shit about. Boy, again, and I've said this on a previous video, if I have paid my money, my hard-earned cash to watch AJ versus Jarrell Miller, which might have been a good fight, might not have been, I don't know, and then Andrew Ruiz pops up as the opponent to replace him, I want my money back. I want my money back. I want it back. I really do. But what do you guys think about Andy Ruiz Jr. replacing Jarrell Miller? Good? Bad? Again, I'm not happy about it. I'm not that indifferent in terms of Andy Ruiz being a good boxer. He's a good boxer, but it just doesn't excite me. Everything that's going on in the heavyweight division right now is just a joke. It's just a joke, right? I even believe that Dillian Whyte was blocked from taking this fight. I genuinely believe that Dillian Whyte was told, look, we need you to fight on the Sky Show, box office. We can't have you fighting on DAZN in America. Dillian Whyte would have taken this fight. Don't tell me Dillian Whyte wouldn't have taken this AJ fight. I know people might say, oh, he's turned it down before, but come on. He would have taken this fight. He would have. I think he even mentioned something along those lines in an interview that he did with Sky, that he put his name forward, but he was pretty much told by Eddie Hearn and the Sky bigwigs that they need him to fight on this Sky Show. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. So it looks like Andy Ruiz Jr. possibly could be the front runner to fight AJ. Andy Ruiz Jr. to fight Anthony Joshua, Madison Square Garden for all the belts. Boy, I don't know, people. What do you think? Let me know anyway. Peace.